Hi, my name is Mary Wong. Welcome to my live post number 42. I'm a traditional Chinese medicine practitioner and acupuncturist, and tonight we're going to talk to you about sunshine, which we don't see much of today because it's actually 8 p.m. in Toronto and it's not so sunny. But the sunshine is imminent, so it's important to talk about how do we protect ourselves from the harsh rays of the sun. However, also protect ourselves from having vitamin D deficiency. So let's talk a bit about the sunshine and why we need it. I think it's very important for all of us to get some rays of sunshine, and clinically we have known that there are places that have more rain. So for example, Western Canada, like Vancouver, there's a higher incidence of depression, and because there's also a seasonal affective disorder, SAD. And that's very real, and really it's because there's a lack of sunshine, lack of ray. And I know that people are using specific lighting called SAD lighting, but really the best thing, if you can, when you can, is getting some sunshine every single day. But with that, there are risks, and I think because of the scares of skin cancer, over the years, people have been really crazy about sunscreen. I'm sure sunscreen sales are soaring year over year. I remember the days when I was growing up, people were lathering themselves up with baby oil and tin foil to really maximize their rays to get the sun. Now, we are worried about the effects of skin cancer, and we're also worried about premature aging. But the other impact, oppositely, is that we may fear vitamin D deficiency, because vitamin D is a hormone and it's produced by having ample amounts of sunshine. So really, the sunshine, there's lots of benefits to keep your moods happy, and we produce the vitamin D as a response as the skin is being exposed to the sunlight. And deficiency will cause bone pain, muscle weakness, not so great for our general health and health. For those that are trying to conceive, it's also very important for a developing fetus to have access to vitamin D because it promotes bone development. So it's really, really important for us to have vitamin D. So if you are not having enough vitamin D, which is, by the way, at least 70% of our population, so really you want to supplement. And on top of that, do have some sunshine. And so, as I say, we are fearful. I know I'm a little fearful about premature aging and sunspots. So I do use sunscreen. So the risks, so what do you buy, right? It's summertime, it's approaching, you're going to go to outside more, you're going to go do outdoor barbecue. So what are you going to apply on your skin? Or do you apply something on your skin? So first of all, you might want to, depending on where you live in this world, 5 to 10 to 15 minutes of exposure every day. So for me, I worry about my face, so maybe like 5 minutes on my face, but more like 10 to 15 on my arms and legs. That would be great. Before I put on some sunscreen. And this year, I took more note because, of course, being more conscientious about the application of products on skin. And skin is the largest organ. It can really absorb a bad toxicity. So what you want to do is look for sunscreen that has less toxicity. And the coolest thing is when I interviewed Maria Valve, she introduced me to EWG, and Tanya Smith, our acupuncturist, reminded me of this because their website is awesome. So I'm going to see if I can find it on my computer, and I'll just spin this around and see if we can get this so that you can see what it looks like. Anyway, I bought a sunscreen. Sorry if I'm not looking at you, but I'm going to try to find this thing. Here it is. So it's a guide. Oh, okay. So you know what? I'm going to turn the screen around so you actually can see it properly. Okay. So here we are. This is the sunscreen I just bought. And this is an all-natural sun care. And the active ingredient, of course, is zinc oxide. Well, for those that know, zinc oxide is the active ingredient to try to inhibit your exposure to the sunshine. So now I went to this ewg.org. Let me see if you can see this. There it is. Take a screenshot if you need, and go onto this website because it's very cool. All I did was I would put in my product, which I did, which is this, and then I clicked on it, and the best score is 1, meaning, well, you see it right here, the hazard score key. So things that are more toxic would be 7 to 10, 0 to 2 is low hazard. So here in this case, yay, it scores pretty awesome in terms of sunscreen. And so for this product, it looks pretty darn healthy. So I'm not going to worry too much. But there are certainly lots of products out there that have non-friendly constituents. So you want to look for ingredients that you recognize, and very cool. There's lots of highly recognizable products in here. So like sunflower seed, marigold flower, St. John's wort, like that, okay? So the point is, there are products out there that you can buy, and this did not break the bank. I think I paid like $20 Canadian. Woohoo! And there are certainly more expensive products out there, and I don't know if it's necessarily better. So check out the website, see what you have at home, put it in, and see where the rating is. And if it rates horribly, you might want to consider buying a new product that is less toxic, better for your skin, better for your overall health, and better for you in terms of trying to conceive. And again, back to health, you do want to look at your vitamin D, and you do also want to have some sunshine, because sunshine helps you with your mood. So the other ways to counter the effects, or if you really don't want to use sunscreen products, what I do is I wear a hat, I wear sunglasses, I wear long sleeves at times. Obviously, then you may want to choose light coloring like white or cream so that you're not going to be sweating like crazy. And then the material of choice would be something like linen. And there's certainly lots of places in the world where you want full body coverage anyway, and they live in these hot countries. So what do? They wear like gauze-like clothing or linen-type clothing, and they probably don't even use sunscreen. And I bet it'll be interesting to know if in those societies, if they're still less, if they have vitamin D deficiency. So we don't want vitamin D deficiency. We do want a good product if we want to use things that will help with the UV rays and SPF. So this is SPF 30. Oh, by the way, there's a lot of products out there that will charge more money saying that it says SPF 60 or 50 or something insane. And really, in Europe, you don't really find it. And the reason being is that basically after about 30, there's really not much difference. And in fact, I would actually say that it will increase the product's toxicity level, right? Because what are they putting in to have this SPF so high? And it really doesn't make that much difference in your coverage. So I say go for 30, and that's enough. Although baby products these days, they often say more than 30 anyway. I saw Kiss My Face, it is fragranted, but for kids, it's fine, and it's SPF 30. I'm going to try this on me and my daughter, and because there's pretty good natural stuff in here, I'm going to even think that it may be fine for things like eczema. So check it out and let me know what you think. And if you have a great product that you use, let me know. Just type it into the comment section, and perhaps you can share it, and others will join in and buy that, because it is sunscreen season. And so that's it for this evening. So get some sunshine, be active, because we also need to be active. And what place more to be active than to be outside in the summertime? It kind of boggles my mind when people go into the gym and it's a beautiful sunny day, and it's like, just go get some fresh air outside. That might be actually more healthy than sitting in a gym and people are sweating all over the place. Sorry, gyms. But I think sunshine is the best place to get sunshine and vitamin D. So next week, please join me for my post, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I will be interviewing the one of my current patients who will be delivering very, very soon. She's 36 weeks pregnant currently, and she's had a heck of a journey. And I just want those of you that are trying to find hope in this journey. And this is a live live story, so I thought that would be profound. And she's had multiple miscarriages, and I really feel for her. And even throughout pregnancy, it's been a journey. So for those that have difficulty looking at pregnant women and babies, just know that when you look at them on the street, you actually really don't know their stories, and it's probably nice to hear what they have to say. And so please join me, and hopefully you'll be inspired and have hope. So that's the goal. And so for more hope, please check out my book, Pathways to Pregnancy. And I do have lots of blog articles on marywong.life. Check out my talks at Google for more inspiration as well. And also our website, aliveholistichealth.ca. So check us out, and please join us. And so I'll be speaking to Carol, and that is 8 p.m. next Wednesday, Eastern Standard Time. Okay, take care. Bye for now.